if Gil's Arena. See, Gil's Arena is what I found. That's why so many athletes now are in the podcast game.
So I was negative money the first 2 years. I didn't make no real money. Well, I didn't make no money until.
You cancel me? Right. You cancel me?
Gil's tailgate.
Hey, Lexi Arena. She get Kenyan Arena. Right? We just gonna move seats.
Y'all know y'all filled up arena. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yo, there was 20,000 people in there. That's the same as you playing in the gym. And when he said it like that, I was like, oh shit.
Ding. Yeah, but man, what you've been able to build at your crib, like they know who to give that type of power to. I've been flip flop. I'm coming downstairs.
Comfortable. No. To be honest, it's, you know what it is? Somebody was asking me, there's like, if you had to tell like players, you know, stars to get into it, what would you tell them? And because I started from me. I didn't go with a company. Right, so I had to build from the ground, right? You know, when you talk about, you know, all the smoke and the knuckleheads, you know, they had big marketing behind them at the beginning, so they already got locked in the deals. So I got to wiggle more and
we learned that lesson,
right? I got to watch and watch how I was moving, and realizing that when you're coming in with nothing, it's easier to lock you down, right? 2,000 head for a show, and you know, at that point, you're like, cool, right? Because there was we didn't know what we was worth. Right, so you know,
so anything was good.
Yeah, right. You know,
you like I'm just talking shit.
That's and that's what it is. So I'm gonna pay you $4,000 to talk some shit. Like an episode? Hell yeah. Right. So it had to take some like negotiating. Yo, Matt, what you making? Okay, this is what you're making. All right, I'm about to sign this new deal. This is what I'm making. So when you go back to the table, you know what to ask for. Hey, Joe Buttons, what you making? Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Hey, I want out of my contract. Right, our numbers is right under there. Boom. Hey, Joe, I just
Bill bringing Kenyon on.
Right.
BJ on, Lexi, my man
Rashad
crazy as fuck. Hey, listen.
Need that wild card though.
Just as a fan watching, I'm like, that motherfucker is trolling. There's no way he thinks some of that shit.
And you never know. You never know. Like the nigga will frustrate the fuck out you, dog.
And he just gonna leave it there. He gonna
leave
it
there with a straight face. All right, y'all, what we doing after this? No, nigga, what you just said. What you just said to me got me bothered, motherfucker. Like, but that's who he is, right? It's so important to the show, man, because believe it or not, you have people who think like
that,
right? They go against the grain, right? You know, if you say Michael Jordan's the best, he don't believe that, right? I believe somebody else is the best. No. I'm gonna find out who he is.
Every family got one.
Yeah.
Huh? Every family. My resident.
Like Reggie Miller's better than.
You think his career? I didn't say those words. Did I say those words?
So you respect Reggie Miller's legacy over LeBron's? Yeah.
Now you got to sit back. Did he say that? Now you got to put him to his exact words. Shit. Yeah, and it's one of those things, man, where it was when you're building the team, man, you got to let everybody do them. And you know, this is like a basketball team.
Right.
What happens on the court, we leave that shit on the court. Right? If I be like, yo, get that shit off the glass, man, I ain't passing the ball. I'm saying that to the basketball person, not the real person, not you, Lou, just the basketball side of it, right? You know what I mean? You got to separate it, and because we're athletes, we kind of know how to separate easy. So most of the shit you see on that, nothing stays off the court. I mean, we don't. When the cameras is off, y'all want to play some video games, we're gonna go eat, right? So it's real chill. Nobody got to worry about getting fired or none of that shit. Right? Everybody's special for what they bring. Everybody brings something. No matter what that fucking name says, everybody's building this.
This full-time grind.
If Gil's Arena. See, Gil's Arena is what I found. That's why so many athletes now are in the podcast game, right? All these people with the millions are in the podcast game because they can go out there and do this, and it wastes their time. Gil's Arena, Kwame, what time did you practice? Gil's Arena is at what time? Sir, 11:30 to what? 2. Boom, practice time. So that means Rashad, Brendan, Kenyon, Nick, the time that they practice, they find a void for it. It's an easy transition for us athletes.
When I came up with the idea of the ESPN style live show, there was only one person in the space, and that was Pat McAfee. There was no basketball show.
Right.
Right? So it was like, all right, I need to create that format, and how's that format gonna look? And we need to be live. If we're live every single day, we are a TV show, and we're kind of like an arena.
Right.
Right? So we are, when people tune in, you got 7,000, 8,000. And I didn't realize that somebody was like, damn, I was watching your show.
That's monetizing.
It was like, y'all know y'all filled up arena. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yo, there was 20,000 people in there. That's the same as you playing in the gym. And when he said it like that, I was like, oh, shit.
Ding. You said you started taking this serious about 2 years ago, but when did you start originally?
2018 is when I started. I was minus money, right? You know, paying, the cameraman and this guy, the editor, producer. Joe hit me with like, yo, straight up, how much you making over there? And I was like, I'm getting 20 a month. It's like, damn, 20 a month? I was like, I don't know if that's good or bad. He was like, no, that's good for this is you to be just starting off. They didn't have a budget for our show, so I had to go my separate ways, and then started my own podcast. And then the producer there was like, yo, I can run it, boom, boom, boom. So I was negative money the first 2 years. I didn't make no real money. Well, I didn't make no money until 2020. What I did is went to the high school kids. High school kids don't know nothing about no COVID. They don't really care. They want to be interviewed. So I started doing it out of my house, right? And having the kids come to the couch. And the youth is what pushed me up. So I ended up winning the Telly Award. Now when I'm doing it out of my house, I'm just like any COVID person.
Right.
I don't want to go studio anymore. Underdog came, I'm at a whole nother level. So now business mind is kicking in. And I'm like, well, y'all need a studio, right? It was like, yeah. Well, I got a basement. So all that money you was going to put in the studio production to put that shit here.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to be honest. I was treating it like how I did in the weed game as a landlord. Oh, no, come on in. Build your setup. Yeah. Build it. You building, put this $300,000-$400,000, all this shit into it. Cool. Let you get like 2 crops. Hey, I think some of my clients is growing inside the warehouse. Can you go ahead and bust them? Let them come raid that shit. Get your monkey ass out of there. Now it's my shit, right? You build the infrastructure.
Great design.
And that's what it is. Build the infrastructure. Put all that fancy shit y'all gonna put in. And if our terms come to the end, lock the door. Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Negotiate for this shit back, because you don't need all this equipment.
Right.
So I was really thinking about like longevity of having a real structured show. So when they came in and negotiated, they was like, yeah, put it in. I'm like, damn. So they gave me the freedom because the ideas I had, they was loving it. Right? So then it became a real great partnership. It's like playing for Dallas, right? Playing for Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
Right? You telling me, oh, this is what I need. I need this. Hey, this ain't no NBA contract, motherfucker. I can take my content and do this motherfucker out of car. Fuck you. Right? So you have to negotiate with me all the time.
Right.
If I'm not happy, and that's the if you're not happy with your deal,
Yeah.
what they gonna do?
Yeah.
Right? Because whatever deal they have, the language stops at you two. If you add a third co-host, that's a whole nother fucking show.
Yeah.
So either we're going to redo this contract and make me happy, or I'm going to just hire a third person, and then we have a whole nother show. Now, instead of doing interviews, this is called a talk show. This is a talk show now, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Look, we got about 4 trademarks. We was prepared.
And that's really how you do it.
We was prepared.
It's still Wild Wild West.
Yeah. It's still very early in the game, bro.
Yeah.
Still very early in the game. You talked about
and you
pivoting.
got motherfucking me. I'm going to test all of the. I'm gonna move it around. I have 4 shows, same name,
See
just add a dot on it, and then add 2 new people. That's a whole nother cast.
Gilbert Arena. Dot.
You know what I mean?
Gil's
The
locker room.
arena. You cancel me? You cancel me?
Gil's tailgate.
Hey, Lexi Arena. She get Kenyan Arena. Right? We just gonna move seats.
Hey, you got to sit over there now. Come on.
Yeah, you sit there, goddamn it. You can't cancel you can't cancel content.
Right.
Right? You can cancel a product. You can't cancel content because one, you're too motherfucking nosy. Right? If I say something you don't like, you still gonna tap in.
You still
like, oh, this motherfucker.
You still engaged.
Right.
Yeah.
Still engaged.
Yeah, you still engaged. So